It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebona DFM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Getting your morning inspired, be informed. Let's interact only on the morning drive. Make it a taste with Precious and Divine, aka the delicious DJ Belly.
I'm on what
Okay, full be 2021.
the 20 I know 2021.
Oh, yeah,
Nke the editing, huh?
I can see all the cabelli and I stickers. Oh, more of a mistake. People who are looking for, and Jack ever went there for
Saya wow, I know just itu ya wow, maka itu kan itu.
Thank God. Can I tell you from that for Alanos?
Tapi
Ụtụtụ mara gị mma, ndị ọma na-ege anyị ntị n'ọtụtụ n'ụlọ mgbasa ozi ebe na dị 103.5 FM. N'ụtụtụ tata bụ Tuesday, mkpụrụ ụbọchị 15 n'ime ọnwa Nọvemba 2022. Naanị otu nkeji ojikọta elekere asaa n'oge newspaper headlines. Ma tupu anyị agbapụ ya ọsọ ka anyị gaa zie ozi lachita azụ, anyị na-abịa n'ụlọ ebe ji.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the contents of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station ex-gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that the complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Ọ bụrụ na ị ka na-abata ị batara n'ụlọ ọrụ mgbasa ozi ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 FM n'oge newspaper headlines. N'ụtụtụ anụwa anyị ji akwụkwọ akụkọ Leadership, Vanguard, Tuesday, Sun, anyị jikwa Premium Times, Punch, Guardian yana Nation. Sonyeere anyị ma ọ bụrụ na ije online na ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 FM na Facebook page anyị ọkwa stream anyị na mixlr.com/gistfm. Gaa n'ihu ka izitere anyị akwụkwọ na SMS nakwa na WhatsApp na 080-96661035. Abụ m Divine.
And I'm Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper. Defense headquarters declares 19 terrorists wanted. JAMB announces curriculum automation accreditation. Abud Razak donates patrol vans to Kwara Police Command. Federal government commences Uni Ilorin hydropower project. Ijebu Fashion Festival plans to hold exhibition for indigenous designers. Flooding. Reps urge federal government to release 5 billion naira to ecological fund for states. Buhari transmits Federal Capital Territory Government Commission budgets to reps. Nigerian Immigration Service rescues 716 survivors of human trafficking in Katsina borders. Defense headquarters declares 5 million naira bounty on each. Why we chose Nigeria to present African culture to the world. United Nations World Tourism Organization. Court adjourns Nnamdi Kanu's terrorism trial indefinitely. ASU to boycott classes over half payments of salaries. I remain authentic national chairman of APGA, Victor Oye declares. Oyo police orders probe of billboards destructions. Oyo police order destruction. Edo community raises the alarm over illegal bunkering activities. Kidnapping. Human Rights Writers Association seeks establishment of National Guard to man highways. Imo First Lady, George, tax. Federation of Women Lawyers, members on professionalism, justice delivery. National Hajj Commission of Nigeria begins post-Hajj activities. Sustainable Development Goals Forum urges federal government to align policies with multidimensional poverty index. $460,000 for official judgment. National Broadcasting Commission imposes 2 million naira fine on Arise News for alleged breach of broadcasting code. $460,000 for official judgment. National Broadcasting Commission imposes 2 million naira fine on Arise News for alleged breach of broadcasting code. Nigerian Air Force kills bandits in area strikes, frees hostages. Covenant University wins Best Private Varsity Award. Ondo, 39-year-old tricycle operator allegedly beats colleague to death. Ekiti police confirms death of 2 officers in road mishap. National Boundary Commission partners Borno State to stem insecurity at borders. Nigerian Institute of Public Relations scores Akwa Ibom high on hospitality, cultural heritage. US earmarks $50 million for Nigeria's 2023 polls, training of journalists, others. Atiku attends Guild of Editors Forum tomorrow. Bauchi ex-commissioner to be charged for manslaughter, not murder, says Commissioner of Police. Abia PDP announces death of former chairman. AfriSafe bemoans challenges confronting safety industry. Atiku donates 50 million naira to Jigawa flood victims. Events business yet to benefit from Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. Flood victims commend Governor Diri. DSS Army to reinforce security at INEC facilities. National Youth Service Corps Director General warns corps members against misuse of social media. $460,000 for official judgment. Go to court, Tinubu tells PDP. And lastly, influence 2023 polls positively. Nigerian Communication Commission challenges editors.
Now, leadership. Oil marketers blame disruptions on NIMA. Oil marketers blame disruption on NIMASA NPA dollar charges. NITDA JICA partner to boost East. With massive 5.3 trillion naira debt stock, FRC urges states to stop borrowing, grow IGR. COP27, Africa, global partners, $1 for green infrastructure. Onyema's legacy of courage will be remembered. Buhari, PDP confident of victory in all elections. Hayat, Labour Party will shock naysayers in 2023. Dakun, Labour candidate promises better deal for Nsukka Zone. ANAP polls results and levies para-politics. APC candidate kicks as NSIEC declares SDP candidate as winner of Niger local government polls. Appeal court disqualifies Akpabio as APC senatorial candidate. Tinubu determined to do more for Nigerian workers. Issa Aremu, Sanwo-Olu tasks call members on transparency in electoral engagements. 2023 Caution your supporters against violence. Police warn politicians. Senator Hunkuyi regrets supporting APC in 2015. RSM's training strategic for military operations. Chief of Army Staff tackling Nigeria's food, nutrition insecurity. Tinubu, Plateau will sustain reputation for producing Nigeria's president. Lalong, 2,000 fish farmers receive input from FCDA promises to speed up National Assembly's renovation. 19.5 million naira property destroyed as fire razes 15 shops in Kwara. Credible journalism can influence credible elections. Dambaka, FG auction, 5G auction, NCC's role as major revenue source for government. NCC as revenue generating. Men kill monarch, 2 guests in Imo. Environmental factors contributing to male infertility, expert. Afenifere condemns frequent kidnapping cases, burning of INEC offices. JAMB to automate curriculum, administration matters. FAG, FAJ debuts uncensored weekly radio talk show. Dogowa apologizes to leadership correspondents over assault. Kaduna Monarch honors Chetachi. INEC INEC audit report indicts APC, PDP orders for overspending. El-Rufai, Obaseki, Inuwa, others demand subsidy removal, restructuring. Hope S. Hope PSD appoints Altarade as MD CEO 2023. Abdul Salami, Kuka raised concern over violent campaigns. NBC finds Arise TV 2 million naira for fake news on Tinubu. Terrorism. Court adjourns Kano's trial indefinitely. For speedy trial, Buhari asks NAS to amend CCT Act. Media chiefs discuss framework for co-regulation, code of conduct. Article: PDP 5G governors feud will end soon, says Saraki. Defense headquarters places 5 million naira bounty each on 19 terrorists.
And now we move over to the Punch newspaper. Sanwo-Olu mourns chief of staff's wife. Adebanjo made mistake endorsing Obi, says Kiyamo. Resist government control. MPAN advises media practitioners. INEC office attacks. Worry UK. US opposes rigging. Military places 95 million naira bounty on 19 bandit kingpins. Tinubu, civil society organizations. International Press Center kicks as MBC finds stations. Oil theft. Federal government arraigns 16 foreigners, detains vessel. 2023 polls. Solid. Court orders fresh Akwa Ibom APC governorship primary. FEM cancels against self-treatment of diabetes. Tinubu's victory certain, says Lalong, as campaign begins. For terrorists, Army chief vows. Forgery. Courts remands Lagos chief Iko Foroji. Nigerian Air Force bombings killed scores of bandits. Japan firm plan increased participation in trade fair. We are next to produce Alafin, family tells Makinde. Arepo road will transform lives, says Abiodun. Bauchi APC committee dumps governorship aspirants for defecting. Oyo police probe billboard destruction, warn politicians. Full test, Soludo statement on Peter Obi. Tinubu, mixed reactions as MBC finds Arise TV. Appeal court disqualifies Akpabio as APC senatorial candidate. US records 80% increase in student enrollment, report. National Youth Service Corps commends Sanwo-Olu over corps members' welfare. National Youth Service Corps commends Sanwo-Olu over corps members' welfare. Nigeria has 10.6 billion ton limestones in 14 states agency. Why Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission held 43 meetings with monarchs, others, officials. Allowing royal family to produce next Alafin family. Privacy role. US fines Google $392 million. Oyebanji appoints ex-APC chair, ex-commissioner, others, advisors. Federal government mandates training for ASU, NLC leaders. Gunmen kill Imo traditional ruler, chiefs. 2023, US allocates $50 million to train INEC officials, journalists. Visa ban. Air Peace suspends Dubai flights. Funding for doctors training not enough. Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors. 31% Nigerian females physically abused. United Nations Population Fund. Buhari presents Federal Capital Territory. Niger Delta Development Commission budgets to reps. Activist sues Obi for involving toddler in rally. Buhari, Obi, Oshomole to launch new rivers project. Sanwo-Olu commiserates with aid over wife's death. Court nullifies Akwa Ibom APC governorship primary. Ghana president axes minister over corruption allegation. Ghana president axes minister over corruption allegations. Tinubu not to blame for Afenifere crisis. Kiyamo. Atiku clean, unlike Tinubu, Obi, Omokri. Kano absent as court adjourns trial indefinitely. Crackdown. United Nations to hold session on Iran. Turkish police says Syrian woman planted Istanbul bomb. Senate to remove COREN from 2023 Federation budget. Senate to remove Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria from 2023 Federation budget. Wajabia Miller, civil society organizations wades into National Assembly clerk retirement controversy. Debate, presidential candidates lambast federal government for corruption, insecurity. APC, PDP, trade wars over Tinubu's candidacy. Environmentalists hold academic festival today. Shun partisan politics. Bauchi governor warns traditional rulers. Poor diabetes education causes early death. Obasanjo. Sanction politicians for hate speech. Group tells INEC. Kidnappers demand 10 million naira to release Kaduna victims' corpse. Vandals destroy newly installed solar panels in Abuja. Abide by electoral laws. National Youth Service Corps advises corps members. Flood affected 3.2 million Nigerians, 1.4 million displaced. United Nations. Enugu PDP governorship candidates pledges better governance. And lastly, COVID-19 orphaned 371,100 Nigerian children, says report.
Now, Vanguard, visa issuance. Air Peace suspends flight operations to Dubai. Tricycle operator beats colleague to death. Payment recovers. Hit 174.8 billion naira. Federal government targets $33,000 per capita income in 2050. Federal government finalizing Nigeria Agenda 2050 to replace Vision 2020. Minister. Oil theft. Lee Engineering Boss calls for extra taxes for fund security. Ihedioha leads Imo PDP Presidential Campaign Council. 5 years for extra taxes for fund security. Ihedioha leads Imo PDP Presidential Campaign Council. 5-year-old girl abandoned beside Osun River. Strike. Federal government proposes 8 weeks mandatory course for labor leaders. Kidnapping, burning of INEC offices. Don't turn Nigeria to Afghanistan, Afenifere tells federal government. My husband has 3 grown-up children. Mr. Ibu's daughter ends 9 months marriage. ProPac 2022 to drive investment in plastic other industries. Nigeria Exchange. Performance indicator starts week down 0.32%. Nigeria Exchange. Performance indicators start week down 0.32%. Court of Appeal sacks Akpabio as APC senatorial candidate. PIA to impact Niger Delta oil gas industry. VC Caleb University. Tinubu meets Atiku in Abuja Airport. ATU ICT Minister underscores importance of a digital economy for Africa's growth. 7 KB players get Europe invitation, 4 to Egypt. KFA chairman Ikosin Ejering, local government boss commiserates with Sanwo-Olu's COS wife's death. Pilot, 5 crew members killed in airshow collision at Dallas Airport. Bagudu releases 100 million naira to farmers for fish production. Air Peace suspends flight operation to Dubai. Assault on police officer. ABC Transport Management tenders apology. 2023. Actions of political actors worrisome. National Peace Committee. Gunmen kill monarch, 2 others in Imo. Debt services likely higher by December. DMODG. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres opening remarks at G20 summit press. Arewa women in politics want security around Apoti forfeited. I have nothing against you, Uduaghan tells Oborewori. JAMB announces automation of curriculum admission. We need urgent action to prevent global famine, hunger, United Nations Secretary General. 2023 PDP crisis will be resolved soon. Seraki. Budget, budget defense. Reps Committee grills DMO over 3-point defense. Reps Committee grills DMO over 3.3 trillion naira domestic debt.
And now we move over to the Nation newspaper. FCC will inclusiveness. Reps to provide 200 billion naira in 2023 budget to tackle flooding. Women miners seek greater inclusion, visibility. Bayelsa victims thank Governor Diri. JAMB automates admission process. Others. Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria donates 50 million naira to Red Cross. Ondo victims get relief materials. Senate shifts resumption till Wednesday. Air Peace halts flights to Dubai over visa. Reports. Federal Capital Territory, Lagos, 25 orders to face food nutrition crisis. Sanwo-Olu, value creation vital for business growth. Sanwo-Olu, value creation vital for business growth. Senate shifts resumption till Wednesday. Abu Salami panel, rising violence threatens polls. Soludo, poverty doubled under Peter Obi. Politicians not ready to play by the rules, says INEC chair. US earmarks $50 million for 2023 elections. Fake news. NBC fines Arise TV 2 million naira. Experts challenges customs on cross-border trade. Experts challenge customs on cross-border trade. Buhari orders in Jos for Tinubu Chetima campaign kickoff. And lastly, full test. Soludo's statement on Peter Obi. History beckons. I will not be silent.
Now this day newspaper. Niger probes multi-million naira fraud in revenue board. More troubles for Tinubu as Delotti denies having records of his employment. Obaseki launches digital museum with world's largest online repository of Benin artifacts. Floods, lawmakers urge to request 100 billion naira. Bajabiamila, 2023 budget ready for presidential assent. Airpeace suspends Dubai flight over visa ban. Atiku to appear at editors forum tomorrow. Oil production. Again, OPEC data shows Angola, Algeria. US government announces $50 million technical assistance. Taraba senator hails court voiding APC governorship. Tinubu, Atiku meet amidst brick bats. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos plans to give most of his. Lai Mohammed charges MPAN to develop code of conduct. ECOWAS to commit massive resources towards combating. FRC urges states to reduce borrowing, increase IGR. Afenifere, Nigeria heading towards Afghanistan. Kano shuns court as judge adjourns trial indefinitely. Saraki, G5 governors crisis with PDP. Atiku over soon. 2023. Peace Committee worries over conduct of politicians. Defense headquarters declares 19 terrorists wanted, places 5 million naira. Jega, monetization of Nigeria's politics. Worries. Akwa Ibom, court sacks Udofia Akpabio as APC Guba. Federal government perennial violence underdevelopment in Niger. Nigerian begging PDP to reclaim power from APC. Naseni, mass skill acquisition will promote job creation. 2023, upcoming government admonished to brace up. 800 million naira oil drilling pipes. Rivers Court detains ex-Anambra Group seeks improved partnership to end child abuse. NNPP Guba candidate accuses Masari of bankrupting Katsina. Oyebanji appoints 8 special advisors. Oil theft. Court remands 16 foreigners in Rivers. Abiodun inaugurates 2.35-kilometer Arepo Journalist Estate Road. Yahaya launches new buses for Gombe Line mega schools. Alleged forgery. Court remands Ekpe High Chief. Drug allegation against Tinubu shows Atiku Obi manifesting. RMRDC Sports Club elects Abdul Malik as first female. COP27. Rich countries seek to delay prolonged discussion. Fashola, Eko Bridge fire stalls completion of Akpabon. Justice First Edition. Ethics and Discipline in Law. Akin to waiting for Godot. LSN, why now? For what purpose? Soludo responds to attacks over Obi investment comments. Budget defense. Current council members explain inability. APC group. APC supporting campaign to deliver South. Kano shuns court as trial adjourned indefinitely. Obaseki urges churches to participate in politics. Vandals destroy newly installed solar panels in Abuja. Bello distributes 11,000 free textbooks to students in Kogi. Odima, ka anyị lenye anya na Sun newspaper tupu anyị ejebe aka ahịa. Nigeria students in US hit 14,438. Gunmen kill Imo monarch, ASO, 2 policemen, others. Nigeria risks Ebola virus outbreak, NCDC. NMA 2022, organizers vow to uphold standards, transparency. Nothing too difficult to accomplish for Nigerians if we are serious. Wike, Pastor Chris reveals how he met Chief Igbenedion on wheelchair. Agbede Olafushi named head of people for Branch International. Soldiers continue onslaught against Abia community. 6 arraigned over attack on Lagos Construction House to hold Kingdom Summit 2022. Kaduna, Nigeria Air Force found bandits' hideouts, kills scores, frees hostages. Flood, Lulu Briggs donates 60 million naira relief items to Rivers victims. US earmarks $50 million to train journalists, civil society, INEC officials on peaceful elections. Aseni empowers 100 in modern production of POP installations in Nasarawa. Ọ dị mma ka anyị zụọ ahịa, anyị laghachite, anyị agụpụtachara gị ihe fọrọ na mebisi akụkọ, anyị ga-alaghachite azụ.
Onye kwụrụ ọba ya mkpọkọrọ, agbata obi ewere ya kpụrụ ahịhịa, nke mere na onye na-ekwughị ka ọha eburu ya gbafee ama nna ya. Ọnọdụ ihe obodo anyị dị iche iche n'ala anyị abụrụla nke na-eme anyị echeta ebere, mana olileanya ka dị maka na osisi adịba mma ọ dịrị gaba. Ndozi obodo bụ mmemme ga-emepe anyị anya n'ụzọ kwesịrị ekwesị anyị ga-esi wee leba anya n'ihe dị iche iche gbasatara ndozi na nhazi obodo anyị kwa Tuzdee ọbụla n'ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 FM ma ọ kụọ elekere 5 nke mgbede. Ndozi obodo bụ ọrụ dịịrị nna gị.
Nke a bụ Season Greetings nke si n'ụlọ ọrụ Cabme Nigeria bụ ndị njem ụgbọala doro anya ọrụ ha bụ inye ọhaneze suitable, comfortable nakwazi affordable taxi services n'ala anyị bụ Nigeria gbaa gburugburu. Ebe isi ụlọ ọrụ ha dị bụ na 89 Fab Annie House, Awka, Anambra State. Ha ji ohere a were na-anabata car or taxi registration site na group maọbụkwazi individual n'otu aka ahụ. Ha na-akpọkụkwazi ndị drivers aka siri ike ma nwee driving license ịbịa debanye aha dịka ohere ime nke a dị nkenke. Maka ịmata ihe ndị ọzọ banyere Cabme Nigerian Taxi Services, kpọọ akara ekwentị a 08103598278 maọbụ 09050392632. Ndị binyere aka n'ọkwa bụ management. Gekwaiti n'ọkwa nke a dị oke mkpa. Egekwana akụkọ ndị ọchọnganaoku, akụkọ ndị anya ukwu, ndị onyakpa eli ozu, ndị na-ebugharị akụkọ ụgha na achịcha bred adịgboroja wee na-akọ akụkọ na-asị na achịcha nke ha na-atọ ka nke Love Bite bread. Asị biko Nwachukwu, Love Bite bụ achịcha akwọrọ aka wee mee n'ịdị ọcha pụrụ iche. Ejikwa ihe nri pụrụ iche wee mee Love Bite bread. Enweghịkwa oyiri ya chaa. Egekwana ha ntị, ekwekwana kwechiri na ọ bụ Love Bite ka ị ga-azụ, maka na ọ bụrụ na ọ bụghị Love Bite, ọ dịghịkwa ka Love Bite. Love Bite bread bụ naanị 800 naira n'ọdụ ahịa bread niile dị na Naịjirịa. Maka mkpesa, ajụjụ na ndụmọdụ, kpọtụrụ anyị n'igwe okwu 08149828254. Love Bite bread maka ọdịmma ezinụlọ.
Ohere ọma ọzọ ahụchiela maka ịmụta ọrụ aka na inweta nkwado n'otu aka ahụ. Denye afọ gị ka ị soro na ndị ga-erite elele na amụma nkwalite agba nke abụọ, amụma nkwalite Nwa Igbo Empowerment Foundation 2022-2023. Ohere ọma bụ maka ndị ntorobịa obodo niile na-asụ asụsụ Igbo ndị ọ na-agụ agụụ ịmụta ọrụ aka mana ha enweghị ego ha ga-eji mee nke ahụ. Ideta afa nke malitere n'abalị mbụ ọnwa Ọktoba ga-abịa na njedebe n'abalị 18 Nọvemba 2022. Inye nkọwa maka ihe ndị dị oke mkpa na inye ọzụzụ maka ndị a ga-erite elele ga-amalite ụbọchị ụka abalị 20 ruo Satọdee abalị 26 Nọvemba 2022 na Choice Hotel, Eze Avenue by Unity Junction, Awka, Anambra State. Bịa denye afa ka ị soro bụrụ onye otu a ma ọ bụ bụrụ onye ga-erite elele. Ego ọ ga-ewe gị iji denye afa ma ọ bụ isonye n'otu Nwa Igbo Empowerment Foundation bụ #6,000 naira. Maka idenye afa gaa n'ụlọ ọrụ anyị nọmba 224 Zik Avenue, Awka, Anambra State maọbụ www.mides.com.ng. Ị nwere ike kpọọ anyị na 0762181 0810 176 2181 maọbụ 0817 461 8718 maọbụkwanụ 0806 383 3325.
Mma Igbo Empowerment Foundation, omenala anyị, ihe nketa anyị.
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebonade 103.5 FM with Martin Ifeanyi is here every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonade 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm. Every Monday and Saturday, what are your political views? Keep a date.
Health Plus, my health, your health, our health. Health Plus is a health program that talks about our general health. Join Chiki on Ebonade FM 103.5 to learn how best to manage your health and to take care of our young and old ones. Join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday by 1 to 2 p.m. on Ebonade FM 103. Ogidi, Anambra State.
Ebonade 103.5 FM, newspaper headlines. Kpọtụrụ anyị ma ọ bụrụ na izitebe ozi akara ekwentị WhatsApp maọbụ SMS anyị bụ 08096661035. Zitere anyị ozi na Facebook page anyị at Ebonade 103.5 FM. Ị gaa online, ị ga-stream anyị na mixlr.com/gistfm. Ka anyị gụpụtachara gị ihe fọm akwụkwọ akụkọ Sun Newspaper. Jigawa PDP senatorial candidate hails Atiku, re-emphasizes flood control as top agenda. PDP crisis will surprise Nigerians, says Saraki. Peace committee decries intemperate language, intimidation, violence. Nigeria decides 2020. Excitement as APC flags off presidential campaign in Jos. Methodist prelate calls for prayers for peaceful elections. Nigeria decides 2023. Why we endorse Ugwani for Senate? Waziri. Nigeria decides 2023. Abagana condemns Maiduguri attack on Atiku's convoy. You will lose. Soludo tells Obi. Court nullifies APC Akwa Ibom Guba primary. Anger as underage, dead, listed in new INEC voter register. Buhari meets Tinubu Adamu ahead of presidential campaign kick-off. Road to 2023, you will lose, Soludo tells Obi. Akwa Ibom. Court nullifies Akan Udofia ticket, orders APC to conduct fresh primary. Road to 2023, Abe raises alarm over attack on SDP. Anger as underage, dead, listed in new INEC voter register.
Now, over to the SMS, the messages we got from the SMS. Damian from Anambra government looks like vulture to the Anambrarians as they keep on taxing and touching people without working. And I want to let them know that they have only 4 years if they are not impeached before then. God bless us. Thank you very much from Damian. We also have message here from Melvin. We also have message here from Melvin. Yes, we got a message from Melvin from Mpo, and he says if Soludo has nothing to say, mouth, he should shut his mouth to think of handling his own case. We will see his own administration. Thank you very much from Melvin. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And this one says Obi cannot win. Soludo, this is unfortunate comment coming from Soludo, is uncalled for. Instead of promoting our own like other tribes does in Nigeria, we Igbos are always destroying ourselves. From Idoko Mpo. And thank you very much, Idoko Mpo. Then we also got this one from, I think this one came from Honorable Osakwe. I said, in Nigeria, after a person has declared his assets, he will take an oath and become a governor. He will then acquire 45 houses. He will then step low to Senate and own a street and all the houses there. Then thereafter, he will retire as a minister or ambassador with national awards as a great patriot, having over 10 conglomerate companies and some hot graduates with even PhD are there languishing. Some people knew they have nothing to offer to this nation and they are forcing themselves into the depth and caprices of affairs of this sick country. Moreover, when it comes to finance, what we are suffering now is mismanagement of the past leaders. He continued. He said, if we must get it right, we must ensure the spirit of greed and forceful enrichment prowess by our selfish power mongers that drew his likes into everlasting penury. That's the much we have from the SMS portal this morning.
Now, WhatsApp, Ejima Osinaka, Chinedu Omeka. The way I loved Governor Soludo before made me nearly named my youngest son Tahim, but thank God I did not. I am disappointed. Okay. Ijima Akwụkwọ Edozie Ezebinobu Onye Osilo Obunuke. The president and the vice president should never come from the same religion. I will never support a Christian ticket because that's insensitive to our Muslim brothers. And I will never support a Muslim ticket because that's dangerous to our national security and stability. If you make this mistake, your country may not recover from it in another 50 years. I wonder what Buhari will tell Nigerians in just today. Dalibinne Edozie Ezebinobu. Ejima Akwụkwọ music for Onitsha. Soludo attack over Peter is a childish play. Dog can't eat dog and frog can't call another a frog. Dog can't eat dog, and frog can't call another frog. Can't call another frog bad name. Who knows who can win the election? Kanu's case adjournment is well prepared deal from federal government, and the world is watching. God knows the best. In God we trust. Last cover from Okuzu. Soludo has forgotten everyone that voted him because of selfish interest. How can Soludo say that Peter Obi will not win? We have seen it clear that Mr. Soludo has openly told us that we are not going to our promised land. I am telling him that we are tired of being slaves in this Nigeria. How can an Igbo governor open his mouth to condemn Peter Obi? I am completely disappointed in our governor for what he vomited against Peter Obi. God have mercy. All the street lights in Anambra State are no longer active because of this administration. Darkness has brought stealing in our various roads because of no light on our roads. Some listers in some communities have been stolen because of no light in our streets. Who masses voted for? Soludo, don't allow us to die in silence just because we voted you in. Okay, Ebuka Nwafo from Amawo Bunike. Why is our governor Soludo fighting Peter Obi without no cause? He should go and face what he was elected for. There are many works for him to do in the state. Let's see if he will work like Peter Obi or Obiano. He should not fight who God has blessed. Hallelujah. Valentine Edene from Igbo. If I may say, court has quashed and discharged Kano Nnamdi Kano's case, but it's well open that everyone that some cabals are still holding him, not Nigeria Court of Justice. My question is, are we in Sharia? Secondly, can Tinubu tell us his good reputation in his previous dispensation? Because what he has done so far is to mobilize staff in every corner of Lagos State. Is that the kind of agenda he wants to offer Republic of Nigeria if he becomes the president? Three, if attacking INEC worries UK, what what have they done for Nigeria security? Nigeria, because President Buhari stays in UK than his country Nigeria. Daalụ Valentine Edema. Ọ dị mma ka mmadụ ma ga-apụchala obere na Facebook page maka netwọk na-enwe nsogbu. Eji m akwụkwọ si n'aka mma Dr. Mrs. Mma Olobara from Owerri. Ihe na-eme anyị si anyị n'aka. I am totally disappointed with Soludo. He isn't diplomatic at all. I was holding him in high esteem, but with what he keeps vomiting, I've lost confidence. Sentiment apart, Peter Obi is the most ideal Nigerian that's, that is proven can take the mass suffering Nigeria out of the death sentence our dictatorial leaders have sentenced us to. Peter stands as the light. We can't choose darkness in place of light. God will see us through. Dalo. And the akwụkwọ echezona m ụlọ okwu. Okay, spek nwafọ. Sorry, anyị akwụsịrị akwụkwọ gị mana daalụ ndị ndị anyị ekeleka ndị zitere akwụkwọ ndị anyị kpọ na ndị anyị